Hey, welcome back. Today we're going to talk about the start of the 5-ton challenge. Today's the official launch day. I want to say congratulations to those of you who have signed up to do this thing. It's going to be an interesting ride for you, but we know it works. So today I want to talk about something that I wrote in my blog about the other day, which is simply what it takes and why diets don't work. And what we know is that diets don't work because they're short fixes and they're not sustainable. You cannot go on a cabbage diet or a cookie diet or any of these other goofy diets and have it work. Yes, it'll work in the short term because your body loses those extra calories. But in the long run, as soon as you go back to eating normally, the weight comes right back on, and it's the same old yo-yo that we've always talked about. So that's how we started this. We looked at the 5-ton challenge. We actually created Terrio Lifestyle first. And that's the web page, and we went with science. So, as those of you who signed up know, you're going to start with a breathing test, which is figures out your calories you burn, which is called your basal metabolic rate or your resting metabolic rate. And what that tells us is how many calories you'd burn if you just laid in bed all day and didn't do anything. Yeah, your body burns some energy doing that. Once we know that number, then we figure out what the amount of calories you burn during your lifestyle is, and then it'll also tell us an estimation of how many calories you burn at 60% max heart rate for every 30 minutes of exercise you do. So that's how we set this thing up. And then we put a meal plan online for you to follow that's based on the calories that will get you to lose weight. The hard math is that 3,500 calories is a pound of fat. So every time we eat 3,500 calories more than we burn off, it turns into a pound of fat. The good news is the opposite's true too. Whenever we burn off 3,500 calories more than we eat, then you lose a pound of fat. So we got to get out there and start burning more calories than we're taking in. And that's the science of this thing. We set this up to be a sustainable program. You actually eat real food that you're going to cook. It's not frozen, processed, and everything else. We have our dietitian on staff who helped create did create the meal plans. So they're all based on proper nutrition, and it's all balanced out. You'd be surprised how much you can actually eat when you're eating the right stuff. Unfortunately, American diets, we've gotten in the habit of eating a lot of heavy calorie but empty calories. Means that you get a lot of calories and fat, and a lot of the processed foods have a lot of additional calories and a lot of additional salt. So the salt keeps your water retained, and then you're putting on those extra calories. So now you're doubling your weight. That's not a good way to go. What we're going to push you on is let's get the water in. We got to get hydrated, and then eat proper food spread out through the day so that your metabolism's burning. And then we started a program. You'll be working out with a trainer 3 days a week, and then have some homework to do too. Again, we got to burn more calories than we're taking in. That's how you lose weight. In the past, we've had people lose about 30 pounds is the average. We've had people lose up to 87 pounds in 10 weeks. So I know there's a lot of advertising going on right now for lap bands and that kind of stuff, but it still comes back to lifestyle. So the first thing we need you to do is get a better lifestyle and replace your old habits with new habits. So again, congratulations for setting up on this thing. Now the hard work begins. There is no silver bullet magic potion that's going to get you to lose weight and meet your goals. What we have to do is you have to work hard and eat right. Now, in order to change the habits, what you want to do is stick with the program. It's going to be hard. You're going to get sore. We know that people want to work, so you'll get some muscle soreness, and the food's not going to be fun. It's going to be a change. But the stricter you stick with our plan, the more the switch happens. At about 6 to 8 weeks, what we notice is that it'll switch around where all of a sudden your body likes to exercise and wants to move. And you'll be used to the diet, so it's not like you're sitting there dying, eating the same thing over again. Your body will actually start to integrate that diet. But if you cheat in the first couple weeks, then it makes that switch harder and harder. This is a behavior modification program. It's no different than trying to quit alcohol or drugs or change a behavior. It's basic science. You've got to switch your habit for 8 to 10 weeks. About 10 to 12 weeks is when the switch really occurs. And we know from behavior modification research that if you can make it 12 weeks, then you'll be good for over a year with your new habit. So that's the goal of this program. We want to get you there. We want to get you to that 10, 12 week mark where all of a sudden you have a new healthy habits. We'll talk about more about Health Age, but our program We know drops cholesterol, drops blood glucose levels, and improves happiness with the health risk assessments. You'll all be doing a long health risk assessment program and get back a package of information about your health risks overall. And then we'll do it again in 10 weeks and we'll show you the difference that your body and mind have changed in just those 10 short weeks by doing our program. So again, congratulations. Awesome to have you guys on board for this program. Stick with it. Get in there even when you don't want to. Get with your teammates. We do this instead of team of 10 because we want all that accountability. So learn the people that you're working out with and find out what their goals are, and then hold them to it and ask them to hold you to the program too. To say, hey, be there for me and I'll be there for you, and we'll reach this thing in 10 weeks, right in time for spring break, and be 30 pounds lighter, 40 pounds lighter. It's not a bad way to hit spring break right there. Get in there, do the hard work, log your foods online, get on that system and log, and do your homework when the trainer tells you to do additional things. And we'll have some fun along the way too. We like to do a few challenges on the weekends. We'll do a little 5K now and then at the end and see the difference. In the past, we've noticed we've had like 15-20 minute decreases in the amount of time from somebody running a 5K, which is just incredible that people get in that kind of shape. For those of you that really want to challenge, keep going, and we're going to do that half marathon up in Fresno in May. So that's the ultimate challenge right there. We do have that program online too if you're looking for something a little higher level. And this program works for people of all different weights, right? I mean, we've had people that came in at 160 pounds and dropped down to 120. We've had people come in at 400 pounds and drop 50, 60 pounds. So no matter where you're starting at, we have the program for you. The other thing, we are really physical therapists. That's our background, or my background. So if you have those aches and pains, it doesn't mean you can't do the program. If you've got sore knees, sore back, we can get you going with more therapeutic type exercises, or maybe you actually really need therapy to get going. We can still get you going, increase your activity level, get you on a nutrition plan, and help you reach your goals. So again, congratulations. Let's hit this thing, and we'll see you along the line in the battle.